Hey YouTube, Planet Aquarium MN, bringing you a quick video on a couple of new projects I've got cooking back here in my storage room. A week and a half ago I built a little DIY 2x4 stand for my empty 75 and my empty 55, and as you can see they are no longer empty. I'm really excited to have these two tanks up and going, and here's what I'm going to be using these tanks for. The 75 gallon is simply a Discus grow out tank. It's where I got some new small Discus. I'm real excited to have this extra space, and you know, I guess I'm a discaholic. I can't turn down a high quality Discus if I see one at a good price, and I'm just excited to have the extra room here for Discus and to be able to grow out some more fish. I've got two red melons in there right now and a blue snakeskin. I do have a couple more that are going to be bound for that tank. I've got a yellow golden down here and another blue snakeskin, and they weren't eating real well, so I put them in my 75 gallon hospital / quarantine tank, and I'm treating them with a 5-day treatment of Metro. They're on day 3 of the Metro treatment. They're both responding really well. They were eating some blackworms earlier today. So this weekend they are going to go back into the 75 and join their friends over here. But I'm just glad to have this extra 75 set up and just have the extra water, the extra volume for fish. I've got this being filtered by a big sponge filter, and then in Aqua Clear 110. Down here on the 55 I've got a big sponge filter and an Aqua Clear 70 on this one. And what I'm going to be doing with this tank down here, this is going to be a shrimp tank. I've always wanted to do shrimp. I've never tried shrimp. I've never had them. I've never kept them, but I've always wanted to do it. And I'm not going to go with the easy shrimp. I'm going with, you know, some of the more difficult. I am going with a pure crystal red shrimp tank. 55 gallons of crystal red shrimp. Now, I'm not going to be putting any in here in the anytime soon. I got to get this tank established. I've got to get the biological filter established. I got to get some plants growing in there, and I got to get some other things cooking as well. Right now I've only got about a ½ inch of black diamond blasting abrasive, and then on top of that I'm actually going to layer some ADA aqua soil. I've got 3 9-liter bags of ADA aqua soil coming. I'll be draining this tank this weekend when the aqua soil gets here, putting in the aqua soil and then filling the tank back up, and then the tank is going to start cycling. Aqua soil will leach a ton of ammonia, but because it leaches a ton of ammonia, it's great for new aquariums because it allows you to do a fishless cycle. So in about 4 weeks this tank should be completely cycled without having to drop in any fish or shrimp or any critters in there, which is real nice. So when the nitrites and the ammonia drop down to 0, then I'm going to start putting in some plants. And then I will probably actually put in some easier, more hardy shrimp to start out with. Probably some Neos, probably like some cherry reds or something like that. And I just want to get my confidence built up and make sure I can keep the cherry reds or whatever shrimp I decide to start out with. And then, you know, I need to make sure I get some plants growing in there. And then probably another month and a half or so after that, I'll pull those out, and I'll replace them with crystal red shrimp. And crystal reds are very sensitive. They've been inbred quite a bit, so they're very delicate, sensitive, and finicky shrimp. They like perfect water conditions, and what they want is like a 1 to 2 kH, 5 to 6 GH maybe. Acidic water, 6.6 to 6.8, and they like their temperatures around 73, 74, 75, somewhere in there. So those are the parameters I'm going to be shooting for. Now, with RO water and the ADA aqua soil that I'm going to have in here for substrate, that's not going to be any problem dialing in those water parameters. But I still want to make sure the tank is fully cycled. I want to make sure I've got good plant growth, and I want to make sure that I can keep some cherry reds or whatever, some tangerines or whatever I decide to go with. I want to make sure I keep them alive for a month or so before I put in some high dollar expensive crystal red shrimp. So but that's it from my storage room. I'm real excited to have this 75 gallon grow out tank up and going. I'm really excited to have this 55 gallon shrimp tank up and going. So you know, stay tuned for some future videos on the shrimp tank. And you know, if you have any questions, let me know. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I appreciate you watching my video. And like always, we'll catch you guys later.